Dips are pretty simple to use. It's best to do it in the summertime, like August, when it's really hot out and the product has a chance to cure on your trap before you're going to use it. Otherwise, it can be tacky if you do it right before season. You're going to need some lantern fuel is what they recommend for a base. Some of the product, petroleum product that gives it the black color, a pair of gloves, something to grab your traps out of the dye with, and a mixing stick because we're going to freshen it up with the new product. If you read the manufacturer's directions, they'll let you know how much of the base to mix with the product. Generally speaking, it's going to be more than you think. In order to get a good coating on the traps. And also, depending upon the size of the traps you're going to be dipping, you might need a lot of dip in order to cover something like a 330, whereas with a smaller foothold trap, you could use a much smaller bin to do your dyeing in and use less of the product. Read the manufacturer's directions for this and be aware that both of these products are highly flammable, so you don't want to be doing it around an open flame. We're going to be putting a new layer of dip on these 330 traps, 330 Conibear traps or body gripping traps. You know, they spend a lot of time in the water and they're gonna wear off that coating sooner or later. We want a fresh coating on there and a cured coating on there so that when we catch a beaver and it's held underwater, this rust doesn't come off on the animal's fur. So we're going to re-dye it and have a fresh trap to start out the season with. You don't really need to leave it in there for very long. The product is going to adhere to the trap. Just dip it in, make sure you have a good even coating. Set it off to the side. I'm going to do another one here. One thing that's important to remember is you don't want to have any mud or debris on your traps, because in that case the product is going to cover the mud and it's going to flake off later on as to going straight to the metal. I'm going to lift it out, let it drip dry for a little second here, let the big drops come off, and then lay it out. That'll get, easy enough to touch in half an hour or so you can pick them up and put them someplace to cure the rest of the way before season.